Welcome to the live replay, you guys. This is our second live of the day. It is October 29th, and we are going to continue packing orders. That's been like priority number one this week, so I don't really ever do 2 lives in a day, but I figured it was warranted this week to get through the stack of pre-orders that we have, so we're just going to keep doing that. We are starting with Monica. She was 1154, which would have been packed earlier this afternoon, but she was unable to make it. So I told her I could push her back to the evening. So we'll do Monica, and then the next one in line is 1166. So let's just give people a chance to get here. Hey, Charlene. Welcome here. I'm just gonna put some of my markers away. I've got a very crowded desk from earlier today when I was personalizing journals. I didn't really put any of my tools away, so. Hey, Lolly of 5. Thanks for joining, you guys. I'm just gonna give a sec for people to join because I know Charlene, Charlene is here. I know Monica, who I was gonna pack next, said that she could make it tonight. So I would just like to wait a sec to give her a chance to get here. And then we can start on her journal. I'm doing well, Brits. How are you? Can't complain. Oh yes, the About Me page. Yes, I totally can. There it is. So it's one of the less practical and more fun pages. You can doodle or just write in your favorite song on this little MP3 player. You can doodle or write your favorite food. Your birthday goes on this little mini calendar here, a couple stats, and then here you can doodle yourself. Good, good. Now that we've got a few more people in the room, Monica, if you're here, just let me know. We skipped yours earlier today so that we could do it this evening. So I would ideally start with you, but I suppose we could always jump to 6-6 if Monica is not here, and that would be Gracie. So Gracie or Monica, if either of you guys are here, just let me know. We're on 1166. Oh, you were 1165. Yes, we did yours right before we ended the live. Let me show you what we came up with. So you had said the gold coffee cup charm, which I no longer have. The gold one is out of stock. And then you asked for a cream or brown pom-pom. Did you want to change any of that while we're waiting here for others? Or do you like what we've got? And then for your cover, you were saying Susie with a coffee doodle. Does that still sound good? Hey, Melissa. Thanks for joining. Okay, lovely, Susie. I know I've been trying to do them all when people are here, but I also need to just, you know, be able to continue when people aren't. And I figured your description was very nice and thorough, so I wasn't really, you know, questioning what you meant by anything, so we just went ahead and did it. Lovely, Susie. Yes, 2 lives in a day. Susie, I don't think you ordered a name page. I can double check here, but what I had down in your order information was, yeah, just charm and cover design is what you had ordered here. So yeah, if you had had a name page, I might have hesitated a bit more because there's always more to consider, but yours was just charm and cover design. Monica or Gracie, are either of you guys here and ready to go? Oh, sorry, Susie. You're 1175? Okay, we will hopefully get there, but that would be probably at the end of the evening. Gonna try to go in order, which would be 1166. Okay, well, I'm gonna start with 1166 because it's another one that looks very straightforward. She only has a charm. So let me go grab that. It's a petal pink journal for Gracie. Well, thanks so much for your order, Susie. Oh, Gina, are you one of the later orders? All right, so Gracie has a petal pink journal. Let's check everything. Yes, Cassie, I am Canadian, so I will gladly ship to you in Canada. Okay, she wanted a letter charm, a girly charm, and a pom-pom charm. She only chose categories, but didn't specify any of what she wanted, so that's kind of tricky. Gracie, are you here? Or Monica? But you know what, this is exactly why I started doing the personalization as options on my website instead of just letting people fully message me, like rely completely on TikTok comments, because I would be just frozen and unable to continue with orders if, you know, that happened. So if people are not specific and just choose categories, then this is what we'll do. We'll find her, we'll go with this pom-pom, then we'll choose a G, and a girly charm is what she said she wanted for her next one. Oh yeah, thanks for finding me, Cassie. Okay, we've got lots of good girly charm options that would pair well with her G. Hey, Nicole. Okay, let's maybe vote on these. Is there a moderator here who would like to set up a poll for us? We're gonna take a poll, you guys. Okay, I will start the poll for now, but if there is a moderator ready to do the next one, that would be lovely. Options, we'll do 3 options. We're gonna start by choosing the G, and then we'll, so what's locked in is the pom-pom. We're gonna choose a G that looks nice with the pom-pom, and then we're gonna choose a girly charm that looks nice with that combination. Boy Mama, every order gets a white gel pen, so I love using these Languo white gel pens to add. So like, this is the journal that we're packing up for everyone, and I like to use the white gel pens to add like a bunch of highlights, extra details on things. We can do really fun lettering like we did here in September, just by adding little white gel pen details. That's why I'm doing the white gel pen as a freebie, because I feel like as a beginner in journaling, white gel pen is like the best tool to make your designs look really fancy and more complicated, even if they're really simple. So that's the freebie with all of these. Oh yes, Nicole, maybe I should just go follow you. Oh, option 1. Okay. What was I just gonna do? Oh, sorry, I'm forgetting how to do this. Option 1. Okay, Nicole. Follow back. Do you still have your hair split dyed, Nicole? I always notice that when I look at your profile picture. And I always wonder if that's like your go-to or if that was just a temporary look. Okay, let's see here. Chronically. There, confirm. Okay, I can set up the next one, just you can kind of figure out the controls and stuff. I'll do the next poll, but then if I need you later and you're still here, that would be lovely. So option 1 for the letter. Let's do a 4 option poll. So these are both are locked in. We're choosing one of these 4 girly charms to hang on the same ribbon as the G. So it's going to be paired directly with the G. Cast your votes in the little poll up there. Yes, Nicole is here a lot. I always try to find people who are here a lot and like engaging a lot to choose as moderators. Sometimes I get people that I've like almost never seen in here before who are like, can I moderate for you? I'll moderate, I'll help you, let me moderate. And I'm like, I don't even know you. That's a very nice offer, but also stranger danger. And Monica, if you're here, let me know. Because you are technically first up, but we're doing Gracie's because hers was simpler to interpret without her here. Which one do we have? Option 3. Alrighty. I feel like that looks very nice with the white G. Oh yeah, no problem. Sorry, Maddie, I wasn't talking about you. I've had other people who come like once and just will like spam with comments the whole time that they're here and then just like beg and beg to moderate. And I'm like, I don't know, you've been kind of obnoxious today, to be frank. Nice comments are nice, but just like the pushy comments, the pushy commenters are often the ones who really want to moderate, and that just makes me nervous. Thanks, Tina. Working out that thumb, getting me some extra likes. Not giving you options. Some people, when I've turned them into moderators, they said they had to go out and then back in, I think, like exit TikTok and come back in. I recall at least somebody feeling that way or experiencing that. All right, there's Gracie's charm combo. Honestly, it's so cute. Look at that. Like the pom-pom is such a perfect match with the color of the ribbon, and then the bow here is a perfect match with the color of the journal. I feel like we did well for Gracie. Thank you guys for voting on that. And so that was order number 1166, and she had just a charm, so we don't have a name page or any gold foil to add for this one. Yeah, I feel like we nailed the charm selection there because her prompt was, well, a pom-pom, the letter G, and then something girly. I feel like that pretty well embodies it right there. Okay, Gracie is done. Monica's still ready to pack yours whenever you're free. Let's move on to 1167 for Jason. We've got a glacier colored journal. I'm gonna be doing the sweatshirt dance again. I just took my socks off. Now I'm taking my sweatshirt off, but I think I might want my socks on. I just can't make up my mind about how I feel. That's you, okay, Sarah? Oh yes, I see the email address is for a Sarah. That makes sense. Alrighty, so let's start off with charms. You were thinking blue pom-pom with the white letter S. So similar to Gracie and also same as me. You don't want me making a name page for Jason? All right. Oh, this one's got a bit of a crunch over here. I'm gonna put this on the discards pile. Not actually discards, but these will be B grade journals that I will either give away or sell at a discount. Cross that bridge when I get there. Yes, Cassie, I designed the whole journal throughout the past year while my kids were sleeping, and now we are finally at the point where I actually get to pack these up and send them off to people. So yes, I did make them. 2 lives, you guys, yes. That's because I always do 2 work blocks in a day. I always do 2.5-ish hours when my kids are napping, and then another 2.5-ish hours after they go to bed. Normally I just use one of those slots for a live and then the other one for either creating content, doing gold foil, packing and mailing journals, or some other behind the scenes sort of thing. But this week, my priority number 1 is just getting through these pre-orders. So I decided to use both of my work slots today for lives. Yes, Yazzie Bananas. It's like a coloring book and a planner had a baby. So like, there's lots of fun doodles to color in. One of my favorite features is I include a lot of this like light gray calligraphy, which you can just trace over and use a white gel pen, which I will give you. This is a freebie with every journal to like decorate your planner like this. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I am more proud of this than any other project I've ever done in my life. So just allow me to gush a little bit over here. Okay, wait, did I check this one? Yes, I did. Okay, this one's looking good. Now, sorry, you were saying the dark blue pom-pom and the white S. Does that sound good to you, Sarah? Do you want any changes or anything? I glitched twice. Keep me posted if that keeps happening. I don't know what I'll do about it, but you can keep me posted anyway. Aw, thanks, Kendra. No glitching right now for you guys. Good. It's honestly pretty 50-50. I feel like it will glitch for some people all at the same time, which makes me think it's on my end. But then a bunch of other people say, nope, no glitch for me. So I'm really not sure. I was hearing from you guys the other day, though, that TikTok lives in general were experiencing more glitching that day. So I wonder if it's that kind of thing. Aw, yeah, Yazzie Banaz. That's kind of the idea behind it, is like, for years I have done, well, I took a break, but over the last few years, I've done a lot of these where like, this is a custom journal just for one customer. Her name is Ivy. And I colored the whole thing for her with markers, all like 192 pages. And I've done these for years, but I finally put in the work to actually draw this one out on my iPad and have it like printed in bulk so that I don't need to do it just, you know, one journal for one person all the time. Okay, glitching for some, okay for some. Okay, and I am trying to dig back through here to Sarah's comment. Sarah, are you still with us? Is this combination good? The dark blue pom-pom and the white S. Was there anything else you wanted to add to that? It's great for Tina. Okay, good. Yes, I'll still be doing some customs, Yazzie, but I'm taking a break from customs right now to catch up on pre-orders and just kind of focus on this launch. And then my hopefully main selling journal now will be these, and then I'll still try to take on customs as I can. But they're not scalable at all, obviously. And so when I had my first baby, I actually quit doing them altogether and just kind of dropped my whole bullet journal side hustle, which had previously been like my full-time income, just because I couldn't really think of a way to make it scalable and make it doable with kids. So I dropped it for years, tried different side hustles and didn't have as much fun, didn't have as much success. And so I came back this year with TikTok Live as like my only plan, and it worked. And so now we've got this journal going, which has been hugely exciting for me. All right, Sarah, let's do your name page. You were thinking Galaxy. Oh, baseball would be top priority, Galaxy second priority. Is that true? And then Sarah for the name. Okay, tell me more about what you're thinking, like colors, composition of the page, anything like that. Aw, thanks you guys. Yeah, I'm glad to be back too. It has been a lot of work and I need to find a better work-life balance in the new year once the kind of rush season is over. But it's been so rewarding and so fun, and it's been working, which is, yeah, just a huge blessing. Yes, Ashley, I drew all of these pages completely by hand on my iPad and then worked with a manufacturer to get them printed into actual bullet journals. So the journals themselves are like the same as my empty journals, but 30 more pages, but everything else is the same, like the covers, the thickness of the paper, all of that kind of stuff. All right, I didn't miss anything from Sarah, did I? Oh, the name page glued on, navy letter, yes, for sure. The plant, oh yes, the colored one. I colored this weekly spread for the plant theme. I might highlight the days. The pre-order is done. Now we're actually packing them up and sending them out. They were on pre-order though for a few weeks. And then I also just colored the trackers page, which yeah, started out with the gray text and everything empty, and then just turned into that. All right, let's get your, oh no, there's lots more, Yazzie. They're, I don't know, in the normal phase, not the pre-order phase anymore. I did the pre-order phase before I had all of them here with me. So I had been able to look at a few, but not like quality check everything and actually pack them up. So that was the pre-order phase. And now they are all here and ready to find their new homes. So we're actually able to pack them up now. All right. So let me grab my navy and write Sarah. Is there an H? Yes. And Sarah, feel free to give me baseball doodle ideas. I did play softball back in the day, but it has been a long time. And all I'm thinking of is a bat and a ball. So if you have any other things you'd like to see on here, I suppose I could try my hand at a glove, but. Do you like playing baseball or watching baseball? That's so weird, Nicole, that it's not showing up for you yet. Nice. What position do you play? Yeah, I could do home plate. Could do like a diamond. Second base. Oh, okay, cool. I was a bat catcher, but I quit, I think, in grade 12. I kind of had to eventually just choose one sport, and volleyball won for me. Let's go here. Baseball. Doodles. Okay, I feel like this has some good inspiration for me. Glitching again. Still going smoothly on my iPad. Yazzie Bananas, yeah, this one is a Lyra Aqua Brush Duo. Super, super, super similar to the Tombow dual tip brush pens. Yeah, they write pretty much exactly the same. They just have a different selection of colors. You think it's just TikTok? Yeah, we've had that a few times where I have thought that it's me, but then it turns out it's just TikTok. All right. Let's do, oh, a glove. That's one thing I was thinking of doing. All right, we'll do a glove over here. So. there's that. We'll do like a hat up here. I'll draw a little baseball doodle on it after with white gel pen. And then we'll do maybe a bat over here. It looks more like a caveman club, sorry. Were you playing baseball thousands of years ago by chance? I feel like I should outline those balls. I wasn't sure, but they just kind of get lost with everything else on the page. Hey Sharonda, this is just our second order of the night. So you haven't missed much. The first one was just charms. This is our first time putting the marker on the paper. Oh, hey Paige, we've missed you too. How are you doing? All right, let's see here. Add some white gel pen and then I think we're good. I feel like I need to add something in the gaps. Sparkles isn't quite the vibe that I'm thinking, although that would be my usual go-to. What about just some grass, little grass spots, like you're in the outfield. Yes, Chelsea, that is one of my next products that I would like to start selling. I would like to source a good like white gel pen of my own that I can sell, and then also a pack of markers. Those would be two of my hopefully more near future dreams for Rylee Autumn, but we shall see. Oh, good morning. How is lovely Dubai today? Yes, the white gel pens I feel like would be huge if I could have my own line of white gel pens. Oh, the stamps. Yes, the stamps. So I got the samples. I have them right behind me here. I did request a few small tweaks, which means that production will be delayed a little bit. I really don't know a firm timeline. They want to send me another round of samples like before locking anything in. So yeah, it would be nice. I keep forgetting to just ask them if we can just relaunch the old ones again, even without launching the new ones. Okay, so Sarah, for your cover design, you were thinking Sarah with leaves. Does that sound good to you? Or do you want to make any changes? Baseball, yes. Yes, I can. Sarah with baseball, for sure. Sounds good. Thank you so much for your order, Sarah. Oh, nope, I didn't see pretty much any comments that you've been sending lately. I was looking at my computer, making sure I'm looking at the right orders and keeping everything, all my ducks in a row. Oh, yeah, a coloring book would be fun. I have so many other ideas, though, before I get to a coloring book, I think. But I know it would be really fun. Okay, we need a petal pink journal for number 1168, right? Yes, Melissa. Melissa or Monica, you guys are next in our queue. Let me know if you're here so that we can do your journal. Well, we're gonna have to do your journals anyways. Yay, Melissa. Okay, perfect. So, Melissa, for your charm, we'll start with that. You were thinking the pink pom-pom and the letter M. Would like to see some girly charms on live too. Oh, Yazzie, I make a digital bullet journal every year. That will be out hopefully mid to late November. Okay, so let me find some M options for you with the white pom-pom. And then you wanted to see some girly charms. And if you've changed your mind at all about anything, just let me know. Oh yeah, so Ashley, difference between a name page and yearly title page. In the journals, the name page looks like this, and then the title page is very open-ended. You can write 2026, like a word of the year, some quotes or goals for the year, something like that. And then I do let people customize by adding on a name page, if you want to, which you could have the year on there instead. Whatever. Oh, Timothy. Espresso by far. Espresso has been winning by a landslide. I feel like I should have ordered more of those. What are you thinking for charms here, Melissa? I'm seeing a bump here on your cover, so I think we're gonna put this one over on the side too. I'm kind of surprised by the espresso. I mean, I love it, but the last time I ordered 2 colored journals, the white M and which pink bow would you like? 1 or 2? The last time I ordered journals to sell, I did 2 colors, green and then like a terracotta, and I did a cream. Oh yeah. And the green and terracotta sold way oh, wait, number 2? Yes, okay, yeah, sorry. I'm tracking with you. The green and the terracotta sold way faster than the cream one, which was my only neutral at the time. So that's why I went into this collection thinking, okay, I gotta prioritize more color and less neutral, because I am such a neutral, muted colors kind of person. And so I feel like the first time I assumed that everyone would like that more, and they didn't. That was the worst seller. So then this time I was like, hey, I got to assume that everyone likes the brighter colors, and now the neutral is by far the best seller. So, whoops. I don't really know, Stephanie. I listed 50 less of each than what I actually ordered. There better not be 50 damaged of each, but I wanted to give myself some wiggle room with, you know, not over-promising and under-delivering on how many journals I can actually provide. But they, yeah, you can tell sometimes, like, if a box gets dropped, because they'll arrive here and like one corner of a box will be like either ripped or just crunched, and then the few journals that were in that section, you can tell. All right, this one looks better. I know, Carol. I chose the matcha one for my empty journal, and then I'm gonna do the blue one, the glacier one, for my pre-made journals. Okay, sorry. Am I missing Melissa's? I hate to switch it up, but Oh, you hate to switch it up from what you said on the form? Is that what you mean? So, Melissa, maybe just put in a comment what you are looking for as far as like color palette, doodles, position of your name, anything like that. Okay, you do wanna, gotcha. I wasn't sure if you meant you hate to switch it up from all the florals I've been doing, or you were switching it up to florals. Yes, we can give you some florals. Florals with stacked lettering? Okay. Oh. Classic. Yes, Paige, Ivy's journal is done. I still have it here. I'm mailing it off on Friday with all of these. Oh, no worries, Melissa. It's so awkward over like just comments trying to describe exactly what you want. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? My left hand is less useless than it was when I started using 2 pliers, but definitely still pretty useless. Let's go. Okay, there we go. Start that again. Yeah, the charms are fun. Did we already pack your order, Jess? I'm trying to remember who we've done. If you would like to change them, if you could just reply to your order email, like your order confirmation email, that's probably the easiest for me. All right, then let's do Melissa in stacked calligraphy. Let's grab some colors for our florals. Oh, you think it's tonight? Okay. All right, let's do... Oh, I was just trying to tell why my husband was like running up the stairs. I was like, is one of our kids in mortal danger? No, his kettle is boiling. I was just a little bit nervous for a second there. Okay. Could you guys hear him stomping up the stairs? He's got like the heaviest feet I've ever heard. And both of our boys have it too. They are so loud for how small they still are. I mean, they're big for toddlers and babies. But I don't know, at first I thought someone was falling out of a crib, but no, it's just my husband walking normally. Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. I think he might be Brits. Well, and he's been trying to drink more tea because he's had a bit of a sore throat lately. So he's been trying to do it, and so I gave him the subtle hint that I could use a tea delivery sometimes during my lives, so I think he might be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Yazzie, the only like plant charms that I have right now is just a leaf, which I can show you in a sec. Paige, we don't really do sweet tea up here like the South does. I think that's a Southern thing. I do drink like cold tea lattes normally. My husband doesn't make those though. I make those in the afternoon, one for me, one for him. And he's been working on hot tea, which I like too. Cold tea is my preference. Do you mind if I use this color, Melissa? Or do you want me to keep it light? Oh, don't get me wrong. The tea is very sweetened. I love honey. The tea is sweet. It's just not sweet tea like you would have in the South. Okay, so Nature Charms, this drawer. So the mushrooms here, and then these little leafy things. Super cute. They were called boho leaves, gold hammered boho leaves or something like that. Very cute. Some ocean related Nature Charms. And then these bugs. Sorry, I'm reading the comments and trying to describe charms. Well, it's just tea with cream. Cold tea with cream. Does that make it a latte? I don't know drinks. I call it a latte so that it sounds like more than just I'm stirring cream into my tea. Yes, those are blueberries. Okay, so yeah, it does make it a latte, I'm quite sure. But yeah, I just like boil a big pot of plain black tea, stir some honey, put it all in the fridge, and then mix it with whipping cream. Yes, it makes it sound fancy. I love having something to sip on when I'm doing one of my work blocks, but I do not like coffee, and I don't really like pop or anything fizzy either. So tea is just kind of the natural choice for me. Yeah, I don't think I could ever like unsweetened tea. I've tried. Yeah, tea, honey, and whipping cream. But I think iced tea latte sounds better. So if you could call it that, please, that would help. Well, I don't drink caffeinated tea in the evenings. Otherwise, I would be nervous. But you know what? Anything keeps me up at night. Tea, thinking about anything. I'll be up at night anyways, but I don't drink caffeinated tea past like 4 p.m. Thank you so much for your order. Yeah, you could call it milk tea, I suppose. Yes, Robin, my next batch of journals must have a butter yellow. Iced tea. Jays are winning. We're on 1168. Thai iced tea has sweetened condensed milk. I would probably love that, but I couldn't let myself drink that every day. It's like my sister, she spends quite a bit of time in Brazil, and lots of the people that she is, I don't know if it's common all across Brazil, but where she's been, people put sweetened condensed milk in their coffee, like instead of coffee creamer. And they use it for like so many things. Whereas I feel like I have like one dessert recipe, maybe two, that I need sweetened condensed milk. I love it. Like I could eat it by the spoonful, but I shouldn't, obviously. Yes, Crayola. Love them. No, I haven't done pen paling in a while. Honestly, I pretty much only did it for YouTube purposes. I did a few. They make fun YouTube videos, but they're just so much work for, like, you know, I put work into my bullet journal because I use it every day and I'll keep it forever as a keepsake. But pen pal letters took me even more work because I had to do, like, I don't know. They focus on all the things that I am not as fluent in bullet journaling, like, so they took me a lot of time and not as much payoff as like my journal that I use all the time. That sounds bad because obviously I was like writing letters to other people, but you know what I mean? Like half the time people wouldn't even respond. I would just be writing them like for the sake of a video. So no, I don't really do pen paling. I think it's so cute and it's fun, but not something that I make time for anymore. You can find pen pals on different websites and stuff. Like I know some people who do a lot of pen paling content will have like posts on their page, like comment to find your pen pal or like global pen friends or something like that. And then you can find a pen pal and you just write like super cute letters and basically just swap stationery and give each other like prompts to answer and then send back or whatever. They're really cool. Like, I think it's such a neat little niche thing that has kind of been repopularized in certain corners of the internet. But yeah, for me, I wrote one to Melissa, who was here the other day. I mostly just connected with people who like found me on YouTube in my earlier days and were like, hey, I really like your bullet journal stuff. Can we pen pal? And I was like, sure. It was COVID. I had all the time in the world. So I did a bunch of pen pal letters just with like people that I met that way. But now I do not. Sorry, not this Melissa, different Melissa. Yeah, Paige, I never actually would give my address as the starting address. I feel like it was maybe a little bit different for me because I was the content creator that people would find and ask if they could be my pen pal. And I was like, hey, that's shady, you know? So I wouldn't give people my address. I would just write the letter to them, not put a return address on it. And then if any of them ever did actually like have a pen pal that was ready to send back to me, they would like send me a picture or whatever. And then I would give them a PO box address, not a physical address. But yeah, that part sketched me out too. All right, Melissa, let's see here. For your cover design, you were thinking Melissa with flowers. Does that still sound good to you, or do you want to change anything? That was 1168, and we do need gold foil for that one. Okay, lovely. Thank you so much for your order, Melissa. No, Paige, I get so scared of that stuff too. That's one of the things that I am always nervous about with like sharing as much as I do online, kind of what I've chosen to do for work. It always makes me nervous. All right, next we've got an espresso journal 1169 for Jessica. Is Jessica here with us today? Okay. Oh, Sharonda, that sounds cool. Pass the journal around. Me and my friends used to do that in school, but just like pass it around between classes. So not as cool, but. I am not sure. Hopefully like 5, 6. All right, is Jessica here? Yes, that's how we pass notes. We would have these cute journals between like 8 of us, and we just like pass it to someone between class, and then they would write all their juicy boy gossip and then pass it on to the next person. Okay, I don't see Jessica here, and Jessica actually only ordered a gold foil cover design, although by her description it kind of sounds like she was wanting a name page. That's not you, right, Jessie? No, this one's from Ottawa. You are not from Ottawa. Okay, she chose cover design, but then description sounds more like name page, but I'm going to just table this one for now. And give her the cover design that she ordered if I don't get to interact with her at any point, because she is not here tonight, it would appear. So that is order 1169, and it does need gold foil. So let's move straight on then to 1170. And Monica, again, if you're here, Monica, let me know. This one is for Kelsey. Megan, you're volunteering to take this journal that will end up in Ottawa. hope you don't mind having the word Jessica on your cover. Okay, matcha colored journal. Haven't packed a lot of those today. I don't actually know if we packed any today. Oh yeah, we did one earlier this afternoon. Matcha colored journal for Kelsey. Kelsey, are you here? Boom, new friend, perfect. Just then you have to cough up the journal, so. Okay, this is Kelsey's order, number 70. All right, so Kelsey had a cover design and a name page. Kelsey Flowers Neutral Colors was the prompt for the name page. I am not seeing Kelsey here. Kelsey, are you here? I'm gonna just start because we need to. And she gave me a description for a reason, so we're gonna work based on her description. So we need Kelsey. Thank you.
Happy to be of service.
Lovely. Oh, really, Paige? Were you ever there when I showed, like, when they were still in the pre-order phase, but I would show them on lives? Yes, tea delivery. DoorDash. Yep. I know, Charlene. He sure is. Oh my goodness, Paige. I should show you. Since August in Ivy's journal. Oh my goodness. Okay. We have some catching up to do. All right, so Kelsey said that she likes neutral colors, but she wanted flowers. I am going to do some flowers just kind of clustered around her name instead of around the whole page. Just to switch it up. Been doing a lot of the same lately. That is a good thought, Gina, but now I feel like I'm in too deep to wait for Kelsey, because at this point, I'm gonna feel like she's walking in on me. Just kidding, Kelsey. If you're here, you're welcome here. Just, we did start your journal without ya. Center on, but yes, I will flip through it for you guys once we're done Kelsey's journal. I like this color of palette too, and it's gonna get even better when we add the green, because this green is just the best. And for the other green, I'm gonna use this very like light, very neutral sort of green. All right, and then we'll add a few sparkles, some white gel pen. Alrighty. I'll add white gel pen and then I will give you guys a flip through of the pre-made journals. Oh, that's so funny, Courtney. That it fits your cousin with the same name. All right, and then for her cover design, she wanted Kelsey with flowers. Kelsey, did I spell that right? Let me triple check. Yes. Flowers. 1, 2. Okay, Kelsey with flowers. Let me pack this one up. Thank you so much for your order, Kelsey. I appreciate all of the support from everyone. I'm gonna have to do some gold foil designs tomorrow because my new order shelves are working splendidly, but they are full. I was debating getting a second one, but I feel like most of the year that would be complete overkill and would just take up space in my small little studio. So I just did one, but it is already full to the brim. Okay, let me do a flip through then. First page of the end of Ivy's journal, because I'm gonna send it off on Fridays. So this will be kind of last chance to see it. Although I'm gonna take a quick sip of tea and stretch my shoulder a little bit here. I'll start from the beginning, but we'll get to the end that you haven't seen eventually page. Future log, yearly trackers. Oh yeah, I guess you haven't seen this stuff either. Monthly highlights, and then a big bookshelf page. And then first monthly theme, this pastel galaxy theme. February, we did a Valentine's desserts theme. March is one of my favorites. It's this lemon Dutch door theme with this really fun stacked calligraphy. And so yeah, this is Ivy's journal. It's a 12-month order for 2026. So she chose all the themes, she chose all the pages. She requested a brain dump by her title page, a 2-page calendar with a check-in section for a little mental emotional check-in, 2-page memory spread with lots of space to paste in pictures, paste in junk journaling elements, write down highlights of the month, that kind of stuff. And then the weekly spreads. For the weekly spreads, she just wanted a notes box and a calendar with the current week highlighted. Other than that, we got to choose how we wanted to arrange the weeklies. Excuse me. April, she sent pictures of 2 of her son's birthday cakes and asked me to mash them into a theme. So that's where we got this little Teddy and Dino birthday sort of theme. May, the prompt was ducks and puddles or ducks and rain or something like that. So this is what we came up with for that. Then for June, she requested a Hawaii theme, so we doodled the Hawaiian Islands with a bunch of Hawaii sort of plants. And then we did add other Hawaiian doodles as well on the weekly spreads. July, she requested a mermaid theme, so we brought in some metallics and pastels and came up with this theme. For August, she asked for a birthday theme, so we found this little card on Pinterest that looked like this and turned it into a bullet journal theme. Yes, Marg, I like that detail too. Ivy has seen parts of it, but she hasn't been on a live in a long time, so I don't know, I don't remember the last time she was, but she hasn't seen lots of it. September, the prompt was baby girl. So that's what we did here. And I am obsessed with the lettering here for September. And then these weekly spreads, I feel like are just my favorite weekly spreads in the journal. Thanks, you guys. For October, she requested a Halloween theme. So we went with these cutesy little ghost portraits. And some fun like calligraphy with florals. Thanks, you guys. November, the prompt was fall, so we ended up just kind of mixing a bunch of fall doodles. And for the weekly spreads, I went with like my favorite, just go-to fall doodle and some stacked calligraphy. Nice and simple, but very cute. Thanks, Kathy. And then December, the prompt was Christmas. So we voted for this little sleigh bearing gifts and incorporated a lot of other Christmassy doodles as well. And then we did run out of pages for the December weekly spread. So you guys gave the idea to do little like tape-ins so that we could flip out all of the weeklies and still have enough room for each weekly spread to include the notes, the calendar, all of that stuff. So yeah, that is Ivy's journal, how it turned out. I'm so excited. I'm going to send it off to her on Friday. I know she won't actually use it till 2026, but I'm ready to send it off. It was a lot of fun to make. Oof, but I'm ready for it to go to its new home. I'm just putting my socks back on because I can't decide what temperature I am. Aw, thanks, Paige. Okay. Now let's flip through the pre-made journal. You were saying you haven't seen that yet either. So these ones have extra pages. They've got 224 pages compared to the 192 that we just saw in Ivy's journal. And these ones are all hand-drawn as well for those of you who are new here, but these ones I drew on my iPad and then had them printed in bulk for you guys. So name page, this is meant to be a title, so I'm gonna write 2026, a word of the year, and like some, I don't know, quotes, goals, something like that. I wanted to make things very open-ended and yet done for you. So here's the future log. Again, super open-ended. You can add a mini calendar for January, or you could put like birthdays in here, other events over here. You could do a doodle, you could do a big one, whatever. Very open-ended, but done for you, so you don't need to think about it. Year in pixels, you get 2 of those. A little about me page, which is more of just a fun memory keeping page so that you can keep this journal and look back on where you were at this year. Goals spread, a when did I last tracker, super helpful, and a Tetris tracker. Then we've got some more like just fun collections. We have 2 reading pages, bookshelf, and a little like mini book review sort of thing. Movie spread, playlist, and then 2 bingo style trackers as well. Then we have 4 empty pages. Well, not empty, like they're fully doodled, but they don't have a set purpose. These ones are meant to be just flexible. So I did include 12 of these note papers in case you want to do something that's like a monthly thing, like a highlight every month or a healthy habit to focus on every month or something like that. Or you can just use it for like quotes that you find in the books that you're reading, or yeah, highlights throughout the year, whatever. The bingo trackers page. So what I'll probably use at least one of mine for is going to be recipe bingo. So I'm always trying to try new meals, but I'm always putting myself in a time crunch so that I don't actually do it. So I'm going to fill in 25 different recipes. Well, 24. I'll take a free space, write in the name of the recipe, and then when you do it, you fill it in, put a sticker on, whatever, and you try to get a blackout. So you can do it with like book bingo, you can do it with like self-care bingo, exercise bingo, whatever. Yeah. Megan, no, I worked with a manufacturer. They've got like a big factory and everything. I did the drawing and they printed it for me. And then we've got 8 pages that are totally blank so that you can add your own spreads. For me, I'm going to add a 4-page cleaning tracker and then maybe some kind of budget page or like plant watering tracker or something like that. Not totally sure. January is where we start with like the monthly themes. So all of these themes you guys chose on Instagram. The first one is Cozy Cottage. And here are the weekly layouts that you guys chose for January. And here's one that I colored just so you can see what it will kind of look like when you're actually using it. Normally this is just empty for whatever you need it to be. I just labeled mine to do. February, you guys voted for a bows theme. So that's what we've got here. March is a plants theme. And every month has a title page, a blank but still themed page that you can use for whatever spread you want. Oh shoot, after the bingo we got into the themes. Have you seen those ones? January was Cozy Cottage, like this. Here's a little colored example. And then February was bows. And then now I'm in March. 2-page calendar that is undated. You can fill in if you want Sunday or Monday start. If you use it for a different year that's not 2026, that's fine. And then these are also totally open if you want a spot for tasks, for goals, for quotes, something like that. Then you've got 6 regular tractors. I've been playing with toddlers all day. 6 regular trackers and 1 kind of leveled tracker, and then a memory keeping page, and then your weeklies. So for March, the weekly spread looks like this, and I colored it in to look like this. And yeah, you'll see there's lots of this like light gray calligraphy that you're meant to color on top of so that you can have big, colorful text in your journal. A tractor themed tracker. Yeah. Quick sip of tea. For April, you guys requested a tulips theme. So we've got this, and here I colored another page. Trackers, memories, and then these are the weekly spreads for April. And the weekly spread itself stays the same throughout the whole month, but just the doodles change a little bit. So no 2 weeks are like identical, but they're pretty close. For May, the theme that you guys voted for was pond. So that's what we've got here. For June, we chose a shell theme together. For July, you guys requested an ice cream truck theme. Thank you, Paige. For August, we did an ocean theme. Yeah, I'm so thrilled with how it turned out. It was a lot of work, but definitely worth it. And then for September, you guys voted for the sardines theme for me. Thank you. So that's what we've got here. October is a journaling in a cafe theme, so obviously I colored this one in already. It had just like the light gray calligraphy, and I added the gingham in the background. That was just blank. And then here's my calendar page. Again, this was blank. I just wrote in the heading that I wanted. Trackers, memories, and then the weekly spreads. Again, start off like that. And I did mine like this. No, Lolly of 5. I just saw them on Pinterest and really wanted to do a similar theme to what I saw on Pinterest, and I kept mentioning it on the lives, and then people voted for it out of pity. November, you guys voted for a knitting theme, but me and Paige wanted a teddy bear theme, so he made an appearance in here anyways. Wearing a knit sweater, so it's excusable. Here's the calendar, the trackers, the memories page, and then that's what my colored in weekly spread looks like. And then for December, we did a gingerbread theme, which was a close relative of the gingerbread theme that we did in summer's custom bullet journal because we loved it. We had these like cookie letters that were really fun. This one's got a little bite taken out of it, and then your notes get written on a cookie sheet. And yeah, that is the whole journal, 224 pages. Yes, Jasmine, I did draw this. It took a long time, but now it's here and ready to share. Alrighty, we just finished Kelsey's order, which was 1170. 1171 was actually an empty journal that I packed up last week because those journals were not in pre-order. Thank you, Jasmine. So we're moving straight to 1172, which doesn't have any personalization. So I'm basically just gonna grab it, put it in the bin, and number it so that I keep everything in order for myself. Nice page. Where is, oh yeah, 72, no gold foil. Thank you, Mary. None. Okay, sorry, just making all my notes behind the scenes here so that everything stays orderly. That I think is going to be the biggest challenge during this kind of rush season for me, or busy season for me, is just balancing everything with the limited space that I have and also limited hands, only 2 that I have on me. Yes, I will, Penny. When I pack them up, like I always give things another round of quality checks when I actually pack it up. So I will do that. What do you mean a custom pre-made journal? I'm not totally sure what that would look like. Okay, so now we're on 7.3. Gina, are you here? 1173. We've got Gina, and she ordered a name page. She wants a butterfly or 2 on the flowers or flying around. Name can be green, and then flowers or butterflies can include a pink that matches the journal as well. Oh, you're... Of course. Yay, I'm glad you're still here. Alrighty, is there any information you want to add, change, anything like that about your name page before I jump in? Or here, at the very least, choose your green, because you said you want your name in green. What kind of green do you like? That green, that green, this green, or this green. Oh yeah, no problem, Paige. Thanks for joining. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, we'll get to the bottom of your journal. I'm working on it. 1, 2, 3, or 4, Gina. Oh yeah. Good night, Paige. let's see here. So include a pink. Okay, yeah. Maybe 2 or 3. Okay, let me do 3 because I haven't been using a lot of that one lately, and I have been using a lot of 2. I love the number 3. That's what I've been using a lot in matcha journals when people want it to kind of match the matcha color of the journal. I've been using lots of that green. Alrighty, let's give your journal a check. Okay, and then for the flowers and butterflies, the only color that you explicitly mentioned was a pink. Is there any other color you want me to include or definitely not include? All right, let's do Gina. And sorry, I'm having trouble when the comment that I'm thinking about disappears. Green name not stacked. Okay. For big realistic flowers with butterflies, pink, yellow, purple. Okay, lovely. Let's do all those things then. I know, isn't it beautiful? This is one of the Lyra Aqua Brush Duos, which I love, but then it's just you can't buy them individually, so it's hard to recommend them. Sherry, I was just thinking about you earlier today. How are ya? I'm doing well. This is day 3 of packing up custom bullet or pre-made, there's the word, bullet journals. Oh, my capital G's don't exist. They are printed G's or they are lowercase g's. Those are my options. Yeah, I'm doing well, Sherry. How are you today? Hey, Alex. Thanks for joining, you guys. Did you really, Catherine? Okay, which websites? Because to be honest, I haven't actually looked extensively into Lyra. They just sent me a pack years ago and I loved it. But when I chose a pack from their site, it was only packs on their site. But that was a long time ago, so maybe things have changed. Oh, soccer. Yep. Sports. My kids are too young for sports yet, but I have no idea how many sports I'm going to let them into because I would get back from my volleyball practices at like midnight because we did not live close to the city. Had to commute in just for volleyball, and it was like 4 nights a week and then tournaments on the weekends. And then I played other school sports as well, and I loved it. I would have been so mad if my parents hadn't let me. But now in hindsight, I'm like, oh my goodness, that was insane. Why did my parents let me? They're 3 and 1. So they could do I put them in swimming lessons once a year. And they could do gymnastics or I don't know, can skate. But not actual sports. But I'm sure they're going to want to play all the sports because already that's their favorite thing to do. Even the 1-year-old, his favorite activity is hockey. So we're gonna have to make that decision eventually, but. Art Supply Warehouse was one site. Oh, okay. Oh, did you test? So you can find them on Amazon too. Okay. I didn't know. Oh, thanks, Vanessa. Debbie, I did take a break. I was doing it in the afternoon and then I had supper, hung out with my kids, put them to bed, vacuumed the house, did that kind of stuff, and then now I'm back. So I was not here for like 3 hours. I'm from Canada, Sophie. The prairies. This is 1173. Oh yeah, no kidding, Sherry. Oh, nice, Sophie. I know, right, Caitlin? My goal is 50 a week, which sounds like a lot in a way because, I mean, it is a lot, but it's like, even if I do 50 a week, like, you know, I already have, what, 100, I don't know. Well, now I've made a dent in them, but at the beginning of this week, I had over 150 journals to pack. And then I bought 1,000 of these things. So like I would like to sell all 1,000, but if I can only move at 50 a week, that's going to be a long process. But time will tell. Oh yeah, the alcohol markers unfortunately just don't work whenever you want to use both sides of a page. Like you would have to do water-based markers for a journal like this. Unfortunately, I know some people will use alcohol markers for like just the cover page and they'll do it on a separate piece of paper and paste it in just because they like how alcohol markers look and feel and stuff. But to actually use practically in your journal, they unfortunately don't work very well. Yes, they're the water-based. They're called the Aqua Brush Duo is the name. Alrighty, let's do... leaves. Oh, I need to add some butterflies. Don't let me forget that. I was going to do the butterflies in purple. Am I glitching? Oh boy. Okay, good. Not glitching anymore. Lovely. Alrighty, let's add some leaves now to the pink ones, and then some flight paths for our butterflies. Ooh, puzzle piece, good thought. Today I am safe. Alrighty. Yes, 1186 will hopefully be tomorrow, possibly next week if it's not tomorrow. Because tomorrow will be my last live of the week. Friday I need to do gold foil and mail everything out. And now that UPS is sending you guys those $4 brokerage fees, I need to figure out another new shipping solution, which is just such a headache. Thank you so much for your order, Gina. I appreciate you. That was 1173. Okay, let me put yours into its bin. 6 new messages. No puzzle piece. Thanks, you guys. So Stephanie, I think I figured out the problem. Because you guys, I actually didn't realize that you guys do not have Purolator in the States, and that it jumps over to UPS. Because I use Purolator on my end and have covered all of the brokerage fees from my end, but I'm wondering if when the shipment gets transferred to UPS, if they charge a brokerage fee that I can't even access because I'm not hiring UPS, I'm hiring Purolator. You know what I mean? I'm wondering if that's the issue because I feel like I have spent the last few months figuring out exactly how to dot my T's and cross my I's with all the tariff cross my T's and dot my I's with all the tariff stuff. And yeah, this cost that they're making you pay isn't a tariff, it's a brokerage fee, which I have absolutely covered with Purolator. But now that they're passing your journals off to UPS, I'm wondering if that's what's causing the miscommunication here, misunderstanding. I don't know if it's a mistake or if it's fair. I have no idea, but I'm gonna have to try to tackle some of that tomorrow and Friday so that I can mail these out. Hopefully with the solution that does not require you spending extra money once your journal actually arrives. Even if it is only $4, that's still such like, you know, you're already spending enough. Okay, this is 1175 for Valerie. Valerie, are you here today? We've got a charm, a name page, and a cover. bow, smiley face, or book. Oh wait, was that a smiley face emoji? I'm trying to decide. Bow or book and a V in gold. Oh, I'm not sure, Kat. That's tough. Oh, good, Valerie, you are here. Okay, let me know what you're thinking for your... Is this what you're seeing? Yeah, there is a little bend, hey? Ah, it's so tiny, but let's grab you a new one, Valerie. Let me know what you're thinking for your charms in the meantime. Another one bites the dust. All right. A green pom-pom. Yes. And then what were your other charms, Valerie? I know gold V, green pom-pom. Was there something else? Okay, I think we're in business with this one. Gold V, green pom-pom, a bow. Yes, just like the gold bow. Is that the one you're looking for? I have a bunch of pink bows as well. I know, Kaylee, I need to either make a listing or like give them away to people in my life. Just give them the discards. The gold bow? Yes, lovely. Okay, yeah, and then you can feel free to try, if you can, to write your description for the name page all in one comment so that someone can just pin it instead of me having to scroll back through to find multiple comments. Because here it says, Valerie, books, and greens are the notes that I have here. So let me know if you have any specific... Yeah, they've all just been like small, yeah, like a bend in the corner or a slight discoloration in one corner. None of them have been like, you know, the journal is unusable. So I definitely still will use them for something. I'm gonna cross that bridge when I get there because I feel like right now my brain is too full. Oh, Jess. Okay, we did do a Jessica, did we not? What was your order number? Oh, classic Kaylee. Funny. $1169 we did do. Yes. We did do that for you. I'm trying to remember what you... Do you remember what personalizations you had? I can go pull it out of the bin. It's right over there if you want to see what we did. Stacked name, books, eyeglasses, flowers, pinks, greens, purples. Okay. Stacked name, books, glasses, flowers, pinks, greens, purples. Yes, Jess, let me pull that out. I'm trying to remember what personalizations you had. Oh, yes, I remember. So you had ordered a cover, but you had requested a Western theme, and the way that you described it sounded maybe like you were thinking of a name page, just because you mentioned like different colors and stuff, and I only do gold on the cover. So you technically ordered a cover design. But I'm not sure if that's what you meant to do. So all I did with your order was put it in the bin so that I could keep things in the right order. And I did make the note to do your cover design that you requested in your order. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going with Valerie's here. And then if that was not what you intended to order, we can figure that out. Oh, you did mean a name page. Okay. We'll get you sorted then. 192 maybe. Pinks, greens, purples. Okay. Stacked name, books, flowers, eyeglasses. Okay. Sounds good. The journal is undated, Shantae. Yes. Okay. Valerie. Let's do it. I'm gonna do your stack of books over here. Thank you for pinning that comment there. Caitlin, was that you working overtime? You put in your hours. Thank you very much. All right. And then, thanks, Stevie. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw any other moderators under the bus. Okay, we've got some glasses over here. Green glasses. The book pages. And we're gonna add some flowers coming out of your book stack over here. And then we'll add some sparkles. Pink too? Did she ask for pink too? I don't know about that. I mean, I could do pink anyways because it fits, but. Pink's green. Oh my gosh, I did blues, greens, purples. Valerie, why didn't you stop me earlier? I read that out loud how many times? I'm so sorry, Valerie. Why did I get blues in my head? All right. Valerie, don't you worry. We'll add more pinks. I need a drink, though. Of tea. Tea. Oh, it's tea, Caitlin. Well, that would be a first. I actually don't know what kind of tea this is. My husband made it maybe sleepy time something. Okay. Alrighty, let's add some sparkles and some white gel pen. Thanks, you guys. Glad you like it. Sorry for the blue-pink mix-up there, Valerie. All right, and then Valerie, I'm gonna do your white gel pen. For your cover design, you were thinking Val with flowers. Does that still sound good to you, or do you have anything else in mind? Oh, thanks, Megan. Gold cover Val with flowers is good. Okay, yes, cover. So this was 1175. Let me tuck that away. And let me pull up. Okay. I want to see what 76 is, because someone was asking if I'd make it to 77. And to be honest, I should probably go to sleep soon, but I was hoping to make it further than this. I also wanted to circle back to 69 now that you're here, Jess. Thanks so much for your order, Val. I appreciate that a lot. Yes, Arden Lock, I do full custom journals where everything is like colored in marker by hand. And then the ones that we're packing up today are my like bulk printed journals. So I still did all of the designs by hand, but then on my iPad, and then you can get it like this to use as like a coloring book and a planner. Okay, Kat, I'm sorry for making you wait all evening and then not doing your order today. But thank you for your patience. Okay, do we have 7-6 here? Jean? Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. nice, Jennifer. Okay. Thanks, Kat. Yeah, I guess you guys probably have bedtimes too, hey? Oh, 11:13, yeah. Okay. Is Jeanne, that's the spelling, here, ordered a glacier colored journal, number 1176 is your order number. Are you here? Because if not, I'm going to go back to 1169, Jess, so that we can just take care of business while these orders are still out on my floor anyways. Okay, I'm not seeing our friend 1176 here. Okay, Jess, let's do yours. And I will maybe just be done after this and do 1176 tomorrow. Also, I'm guessing Monica is still not here, but I was gonna do her order this evening because she couldn't make it in the afternoon. Oh no, glitching again? It's totally fine on my iPad still. Caitlin, I'm trying a new system, which I'll show you. Wait, flip camera. That's, oh, I didn't mean flip camera. I can just flip my phone now that I picked it up. Okay, that's my shelf where I have been putting all the orders. And then that's the journals that I've stocked, and the others are still in boxes. But I've just been labeling them and putting them in there and up there. And then the current evening's journals go in a line in order on the floor. And then I process them and put them into here and then add the gold foil. I'm trying this system because I've never really had a system before. They honestly were in stacks on the floor in my office, which was so stressful because I so badly didn't want to mix up anyone's journals, but I just didn't have a good way of keeping them in order. So that's why we went to IKEA this weekend. It was much needed. Okay, Pinterest Western themed doodles. First picture of bachelorette invite is your inspo. Okay, let me go there. Pinterest Western doodles. Are any of these them? These don't look... Oh, this one? Alexa's Bachelorette. I'm going to screenshot this and then come back into TikTok to see. That's the one? Okay. Do you like the just outline thing with like a light brown like that? Or do you want them more like, usually I'll go in right away with marker and just color everything. But if you want that outliney style, we can try that. Whatever you think. And how do you want your name? Oh, at this hour of the night, Jess. Good night, Caitlin. Thanks so much for all your help. Oh boy, surprise you. Okay, let me think here. No, it's okay. I might just do it my usual drawing style then because it's late. How about, does this color palette look okay? And then I'll stop asking questions and just do. Okay, lovely. Let's do it then. And do you want your full name? Okay, I was gonna stop asking you questions, but I maybe will soon. Full name or just Jess? Jessica, yes, for sure. Gina, I'm gonna be done after this one. Okay, I'll need a green too, I suppose, for maybe a cactus or two. Okay, let's do, you have this little, I'm trying to decide which doodles to do first. Let's put a hat by the J. It seems fitting. So we've got that part. Where's that? Band around here. And then, yeah, we'll do some boots down on the bottom, maybe. We'll add to that, of course. And then we will do, okay, I know this one's kind of random, but I kind of like that little, thank you so much for your order. And then it had hearts on the eyes. Aw, thanks, Kathleen. All right, yeah, let's do, I was thinking maybe a cactus over here, and then maybe let's just do some rope like coiling around the page. Yeah, we'll do a nice, cactus. All right, now let's go in and add some depth. We've got this here. Darken that up here. And the cowboy boots. Where's my other brown? I thought I had it out, but I don't. Alrighty. And then on the rope, we'll add a little like curved lines all along. Thanks, you guys. All right, let's add some white gel pen to some of these. We'll add white gel pen to the letters for sure. I'm trying to decide if I want to add any sparkles anywhere or if I should just leave it like this. Thank you guys for all the likes. Sparkles for sure. Okay. And then I feel like the boots always have like kind of a fun little design on them. So I'm just gonna do like something going up the side here. Nothing very intricate, but something like that. And then, yes, we can add sparkles. Like adding just a little bit of like texture to the hat. I don't want it to look woven, but I do want it to look like it's got a little bit more life. Stars or sparkles? What do we think? I also need to add some little pokes on our cactus. Oh, Shelby, 16-hour drive. Stars, stars. Jess, oh, Jess said sparkles? Sparkles, okay. Sounds good. Art and Luck, I go live every day, Monday to Thursday. Today this is my second time today, but that is abnormal. That's just because of the sheer volume of orders I'm trying to process as fast as possible. I do all the orders on live so that you can be here to see them personalized. And always, this is very new. I've never been in this position yet where I took pre-orders and now have a bunch to catch up on. So what I've been doing is just, in my Instagram story, kind of sharing roughly which orders we'll get through in a live. And then you can try to be here. By default, tomorrow would be an evening. I guess maybe I should stick with that. Yeah, I probably should. Then that would give me the afternoon to do some gold foil because my shelves are full. But if I can do the gold foil on some people's journals, then I can move them off of the shelves and into their packing boxes. Arden, do you bullet journal? Oh yeah, sorry, it was someone. If you guys have questions, sorry, I've been looking down at a paper for a long time. I haven't been meaning to ignore your questions, but I haven't been seeing very many questions because I've been head down. I did see the question to show Valerie's journal, so that I will do. But I'm gonna look up at my phone now for a bit before heading off for the night. So if you have questions, just let me know what they are and I can answer those for you. Here is Valerie's name page. I did see that one. And thank you for your order, Jess. That was a fun challenge for that name page. I've never done any Western themes before, but I feel like it turned out pretty cute. And I love the color palette. Always a win. Alrighty. Oh, you just regular journal. Okay. Cool. Were there any other questions that I missed? Gina's was very cute. Where's Gina's? Yeah, we didn't get through nearly as many name pages tonight as we did in the afternoon. Here's Gina's that you were talking about. But we still got through. We made a dent. And that is what I'm trying to do. Oh, stumbled on this live. Okay, well, thanks for finding me. Oh, a pinned comment. Oh, yes. Just the right things to make them look real. Tigger, I rely entirely on reference photos. This is the one that Jessica picked. That's not true for everything, but for this theme, because I have never done that before, I just copied this as closely as I could. I finished... Wait, did I finish 75? What was 1175? Oh, yes, that was Valerie's. I just forgot to write your gold foil design on my order paper. Yikes, that was close. Val with flowers. I remember asking you that, but then I didn't actually write it down. Leslie, this is my full-time job. I'm a stay-at-home mom to a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and I don't have childcare help. So this is my full-time job while they are napping and after they go to bed for the night. It is my full-time income, but my full-time thing is hanging out with them. Aw, thanks, Ellie. That's so sweet. So Arden, these journals are from my shop. So these, like, I printed these, or I drew these and then had them printed in bulk. And then for my custom journals, where I like draw with markers straight into your journal, these ones I typically would use the ones from my shop as well. But I have had people send me journals in the past, like they already had an art journal journal. They weren't using it on their own, so they asked me to fill it for them kind of deal. So I have done that, but it's not my usual. If I can ship to Hawaii and Alaska are my trouble spots right now because I can't use USPS and Purolator only ships to the contiguous United States. So I can use National Post for everywhere else in the world, and I can use Purolator for all of contiguous US, but not Hawaii and Alaska. Those are the two. I just can't figure out a good solution for those at the moment. I will try. I will continue trying, but those two are my trouble spots right now, thanks to tariffs and postal strikes. Were there any other questions that I missed? Aw, thanks, Ellie. I have done college themed months before. Yeah. Yes, for sure. I have done plenty of airplane and travel themes. If there are any last questions, I will answer them before I head to bed. But in the meantime, I guess I'll just flip around a little bit because I know some of you guys are new. Gina, I don't really have a great pen for outlining. I just use these, which I was given for free years ago. They're very meh. You want to look for a fine liner though, something with archival ink, not a gel pen with water-based ink, because it will smear. If you draw first and then color, it will smear if it's water-based ink. So you want something with archival ink, pigment liner. Those are kind of the keywords you're looking for. Pigment or archival, not water-based. I've liked the ones from Mr. Pen in the past. I know you can find those on Amazon, but I haven't used them in ages. Thanks, Arden. Kathleen, order number will be in your order confirmation email. So you should have gotten an email when you placed your order, and then it will have your order number in there. If you really can't find it, I can search your name and it should show it to me. But yeah, this is the journal that we've been personalizing and packing for everyone today. Charm tour. Yes, I can do a charm tour. Let me show you the options. Top drawer, we've got letters of the alphabet. By default, there's gold, pink, white, black, and then some letters have these little heart lockets. Certain letters are sold out in certain types, like A and D and J don't have any more white. I think white is the only one that's sold out in some colors, but yeah. No, Stevie, it's hanging in there. Then I've got some little stars, some colored stones, and some little diamonds. These are honestly some of my least popular charms at the moment, but they're just cute little accent charms. I love them. In this drawer, we've got lemons, strawberries, only 2 of these guys left, mushrooms, blueberries, flowers, Arden. So you can put them on your journal. That's another level of customization. So you saw me doing the name pages. You can choose a personalized name page, charms like this, and then a cover design as well. Those are the personalized options on the journals that already have my designs in them. So yeah, the inner pages are not fully custom on those, but you can still choose a few different layers. Flowers, pink bows, gold bows, white crosses, these cute little leafy designs, a bunch of different shells. I will be restocking turtles. I just ordered some more. Butterflies, ladybugs, bees, a bunch of moths. Yes, Arden, they are all extra charge. You know what? I used to do them all for free and I love that. I wish I could continue doing that, but it just doesn't make sense for how much time goes into it. These are the color themed ones. They're very random. Yeah, I got those in my first ever mix pack. Oh yeah, Stevie, he's there waiting for you. I should just set him aside, honestly. I've got paw prints, 4 different types of dogs, 4 different types of cats, little vintage teddy bear charms, a bunch of like cameras for memory keeping charm journals. Coffee, gold coffee is sold out, but this coffee cup is still here. More cameras, books, and then the bottom drawer has all of our pom-poms. 1 color to match each journal, and then some extras. So yeah, those are the current charms. And I think it is about time. Did I finish my tea? I did. It's about time for me to head to bed. But if you have any other questions while I'm here. Arden, do you mean in this one that I the pre-made one that we've been packing up for everyone. Because this one, everything was chosen by you guys on Instagram. We did like a little suggestion box and then a poll to choose all of the layouts. So this one was community chosen. And then the journals where I just, like this is just for one person. This is just for Ivy for 2026. So she chose every theme and every page. Yeah. She wanted a brain dump each month, a monthly title page, a 2-page calendar with a check-in box, and then a 2-page memory spread. And all 12 themes were also chosen by her. So in either case, whoever's going to be actually using the journal is the one who chooses. Yes, I fill every page. So this is 192 pages that we drew by hand. Every single page we did together on TikTok Live. I'm here all the time drawing, well, all the time that my kids are sleeping, drawing these journals. Yeah. Thanks, Arden. It's honestly, it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. I couldn't spend this much time doing something that I didn't really enjoy this much because I would go crazy. Thanks, you guys. Tomorrow's live, I'm thinking evening. And yes, that's true. There are YouTube videos. Every single live is uploaded to YouTube the next day. YouTube used to be my main thing. So I have like hundreds of old YouTube videos of like custom bullet journal flip throughs that I did in years gone by. Jump scare, my hair has changed a lot. But yeah, you can check some of those out if you're interested at all. Okay. Thank you, Ray Ray. My workspace, yes, I can. My workspace still needs some work. How do I flip this again? Oh yeah, flip. Okay, yeah, so that's where I have your orders displayed on my laptop. I don't want it to show too much because I don't want to show anyone's address or anything. And then I just kind of have like quick grab items over there, like Ivy's journal that I know people will want to see. There's my garbage can, a bug trap, it caught a beetle. These are my new drawers. I used to have all this stuff in a rolling cart, but now I have them in IKEA drawers. All of my markers and like charm tools and stuff. These are the stamp samples from Contact Crafts that we're revising before we launch those for you guys. Those are empty journals. There's my Caesar cutter and my heat press for when I do the gold foil for you guys. One of my lights. Here's my desktop that is always covered in markers. That's where I have all of the orders that are currently open being stored, except for today's orders haven't made it into the shelf yet. They're still there. And then that shelf needs to be refilled with some more. The ones in the canvas bags are the pre-made journals, and then at the bottom there's more empty journals, and then there's boxes in the other room. Another light, blinding. What was I going to show you? Oh yeah, closet with randomness. That's everything. That's more than everything. There's nothing else to see in here. But yeah, that is my current setup. Arden, I usually spend 4 to 6 weeks on a custom journal. Yes, the pre-made journals, I drew all 224 pages by hand while my kids were sleeping, and then had them printed. Nice, yes. Our flooring, I like the flooring in the basement. I like the flooring upstairs too, but it's much darker. So I like the basement one. Carol, no, the canvas bags are just for the pre-made journals. Shadowing, like kind of ghosting through the page, is that what you mean? Does my husband get overwhelmed with my work? Printed as in print. Yes, Arden. So like the ones that I was packing up for people today, all the open orders that you saw on the shelves, these ones were printed in a factory into here. I did the designs by hand on my iPad and then worked with a manufacturer so that I could print in bulk instead of just doing one of a kind all the time like I do for Ivy, because I can only do one of these every month or two, and there's so many more people who want journals. Also, these are not nearly as affordable because of how much time they take me. So yes, the pre-made ones are printed into the journals, but they're my art. Oh, thanks. This time of year, we're both a little bit overwhelmed. Like I said, we've never I've never experienced this like volume of anything before. And yeah, just trying to figure out how to navigate it without a whole lot of extra help or experience has been a little bit stressful for both of us, but it's all going fine. We're just busy. Arden, there shouldn't be problems with ghosting. The pages are 160 GSM, so they're super thick. Don't use alcohol markers. Those will not work, but you should be fine with water-based. Thank you, Sky. And Sherry, Arden, I started in 2020, and Ellie, same time. I had tried bullet journaling in college, but I only ever finished about like 5 pages. I didn't actually use it consistently. And then in 2020, during the pandemic, I was looking for an online side hustle, and I saw that people were making money by posting their bullet journals on YouTube. So I just decided to actually start bullet journaling and post it on YouTube, and that's what I did. And I got very fortunate. I went viral almost immediately and was able to make custom bullet journals my full-time thing like the next month, which was just insane. But yeah, and then when I had my first baby in 2022, I completely stopped custom bullet journals, my own bullet journal, everything, and then I restarted in March of this year. So I did it for about 2 years, and then I just started again this year. Sharonda, there's 8 blank pages at the beginning, 1 blank but still like themed page every month, and then 3 blank pages at the back. Thanks, Alejandra. Sky, I'm 29. Yes. Well, thank you guys so much for coming. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow to keep packing orders. We got up until 1175, so we'll start tomorrow with 1176, hopefully get through roughly another 10 tomorrow evening. And then, yes, the live replay from today will be uploaded to YouTube tomorrow. No, Laura, so the full flip through has been filmed and edited. I'll probably upload it this weekend when I've got a little bit more time for that kind of stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. If you like to know updates about when I'm going live and what orders we're doing, Instagram or Discord are the best places to find that kind of stuff. And if you're interested in a journal, please use the discount code livestream so that you can get a discount. Thank you guys so much for joining tonight, and I will hopefully see you again tomorrow that will be the last live of the week. So I'm hoping to hit 50 orders packed tomorrow. So I'll see you there. Thank you.